man, we almost had a bad overflow. But thankfully, the Chadster's resourcefulness prevented that. So the wife was using one of those toilet wands that has the detachable top, right? You know, the ones that you can just click it and then you're done using it?
Yeah.
Well, as she's scrub-a-dub-dubbing, the top came off in the toilet.
And got stuck.
And it just went whoosh, right down the drain, right?
Oh, wow.
Right down. Bad endorsement, right? Now, she blamed me for being cheap, which I don't know how I came into play in this, for saying I'm cheap, so she got the Amazon alternate, not the real name brand, right? So I got thrown under the bus, but nonetheless, this thing gets stuck somewhere in the pipeline. Well, the configuration of my house, the master bedroom and the basement bathroom are above each other, right? But then the girls have a bathroom that's off to the side. It took a week for this thing to wreak havoc. And on Friday, I was getting ready to go out, going to trivia at a beautiful winery we have in the area. I opened a bowl, and there's water at the bottom of the bowl. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. It shouldn't be that low. Let me just flush it. And when I flushed it, it just started to come up. I'm like, oh, no. Oh,
Wait,
boy.
Time out. You didn't know that thing was stuck in there?
I thought that with all the flushing that we had been doing, and, I worked at it upstairs, that it was working its way through. I didn't realize it was slab dab in the middle, right? So this downstairs one, so everything goes to the bottom the way, the pipes run. So the downstairs one, everything started to make its way up, and I got the plunger, and I'm like, well, I'll stop this now because I'm Mr. Plunger Man. And when I did that, it got worse. Then all the doo-doo came with it. And let me tell you something, okay?
Oh, no.
It came within, I would say, about that much of going over. And it didn't. It did not go over.
Okay, so your toilet bowl was full of poop.
Yep.
And didn't overflow.
Nope.
How did you have to call a plumber?
I did. I called the nicest female plumber that I've ever dealt with. So it's a family business, and it was a female plumber. Not to say that you have to be male or female. I've just never dealt with a female plumber before.
Me neither.
Man, she knew everything about crap and how to get rid of it. She came today. She took care of that, and it was like nothing ever happened. But again, we had to sit out of commission for 3 days in that one side of the house, not using any water in the kitchen, the laundry, the dishwasher, or any of those bathrooms for 3 days. Yeah, it was crazy. It sucked, but it was that close.
So this plastic piece snapped off and was so small, it just journeyed in by itself without being flushed.
So what I thought was, and again, because I was like, how did you not be able to just grab it?
Yeah.
But I guess with whatever water and stuff it had absorbed, it just was heavy enough to just go right down. I don't know. I've been asking that question for over a week because $380 later.
How did the 380? Huh? How did she get it out? Did she use like a?
I don't know. Whatever the magic tools were that she used to.
So she had to put her hands in the poop, huh?
Well, she had to do like cameras to see where it was. She had to do all this.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, all this crazy stuff. But I mean, look, I tried every hack, every video that I possibly could, every angle of the plunge. I tried everything I could before I wanted to call the plumber.
Yeah, of course.
Again, it was within about that much.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
And when I was talking to her on the phone, she's like, here's what I suggest. Get a dustpan, some garbage bags, and some towels. So if it comes over, she goes, it's not as bad as you'd think to clean it up. I go, is that talking from industry experience?
It's poop, for God's sakes.
I'm like, I'm not touching that. I go, I'm from New Jersey. I go, I call somebody when this stuff happens.
Oh my God, bougie New Jersey.
I call somebody.
One time, Tammy and I were in a hotel, and Tammy clogged the toilet and had to call maintenance to come up. And I mean, she clogged it with poop. And I was mortified.
There you go, boys. There's your fantasies right there.
I think we already talked about this somewhere, but yeah. And the guy had to come up and she's like, sorry, bro. She had to like, it was no big deal. And I was mortified. I was just like, oh my God. But they had to unclog it, you know? So I know it didn't overflow, but it wouldn't flush either. Disgusting. What a shitty conversation we're having right now.
I'm sorry. I had to get that out because the Mets lost and all that was going on within one weekend. And then I can't walk. So it's like I had this. It's not gout. It's not. Gout. It's reoccurring ankle and heel. The heel spur is diagnosed. That's a diagnosed issue. But the ankle is not the gout. It's not.
Gout, everybody. It's gout. One prayer for gout. Well,
I've had my levels tested.
Okay. Well, you just told me off the air. They said it's possible gout.
No, I've said I've been tested before for the gout. I've been tested for it.
Gout. I think it is. I think it's gout. I think you need to get a 4th, 5th, and 6th opinion. Ask the plumber. She knows what's up. Maybe she can
tell you something. She'll tell me. She'll say, get a rubber band, a plastic bag,
she's MacGyver.
A screwdriver, some matches,
a toothpick, and a dental floss. She sounds fabulous. Well, I'm sorry you went through that. I had a lovely weekend, to be honest with you. We went to the amusement park, and God, the weather was gorgeous. I walked over 10,000 steps. Oh, wow. It was great. It was a good time. And I walked today, too. The weather was lovely today. It was 83 here today.
Damn.
It's October.
I hate that.
You know, the trees are a lovely red, orange, green, and brown. And then, we get this lovely weather. Tomorrow's going to be 82, I think. It's gorgeous.
Get out of here.
Yeah. I love it.
No, it needs to be fall. It needs to be cool. I watched Nightmare on Elm Street 2 on the deck in the enclosed porch.
Yeah.
With the iPad, the speaker, and the space heater on Saturday night. That was the best part of the weekend. That, with drinks and everything, that was the best.
You drank?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I thought you weren't drinking.
I had to. It was a part of the ambiance. But come on. You had to enjoy the fall weather.
Sure.
And then this 80-something weather comes. No, that sucks. Get out of here.
Well, let me tell you about drinking. I'm going to be doing some drinking this weekend because it is Duran Duran, my friend. And I am so excited. I cannot wait. It will be my first ever Duran Duran concert.
Yeah, and how about that?
Listen, John Taylor's going to get that light, and he's going to put it on me, and he's going to be like, yes, come on, girl. I'm going to be like, yeah. And I'm going to go up to that stage. I'm going to shake my ass. Woo! I can't wait. I'm so excited. So excited. So we're going to have cocktails, and we're going to party. I have 2 Duran Duran shirts, one for me, one for Betty. And I was going to get super dressed up. And I was like, no, I'm going to just wear a Duran Duran shirt. So
I thought you were going to say you have 2 shirts that if you perspirate through one, you were going to go to the other one.
If I vomit on the one, I can just take it off and put the other on. No, I'm so excited, though. I'm super excited. I cannot wait.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. So,
looking forward to it. But we have bigger fish to fry right now because in the news.
Oh, you want breaking news?
It's breaking news. Breaking news. Well, should we do the break? I guess the breaking news is Samantha Irvin. Announces her WWE departure.
Breaking news.
It is breaking news. No, I don't think anybody saw this. She announced that she'd finish her run as the ring announcer for WWE Raw, and she's leaving the company. So, from what I have seen, I don't know if her husband Ricochet, who works for AEW, I don't know if that was I'm assuming that's a factor because it is super hard to be on 2 different companies' TV shows. You're not home at the same time. You never see each other. So maybe because her contract was up, I assume and she didn't want to resign, and maybe we'll see her over at AEW. I don't know.
I would
Possibly.
I'd pretty much guarantee it at this point.
Yeah, you think so? I
Yeah,
mean, and people took to X to say how disappointed they are because a lot of people are saying she is the greatest ring announcer of all time. Now, I know.
Right there. Look at that.
There you go. That
One of the
it's a lot of people's sentiment, and I know you do not agree with that. You do not like her in that capacity.
I just don't see it. I'm sorry. I do not see it.
I mean, you don't hear it. It's not.
I don't. Well, I know. I don't see it either. I don't. I just. There's nothing. I don't get it. What am I missing? What am I missing?
I don't know.
Why should there be that much of an emphasis on the ring? So the ring announcer's leaving.
Yep.
Bye. See ya. Adios.
Wow.
Go get more money.
If,
ring announcer.
if it was you that was the ring announcer,
I'd be like, I'm going to get more money. Here I go.
Here I go.
I'm walking out of here.
Oh my God.
Bye-bye.
A lot of people are very upset.
For real though. Okay, look. She went through their system. She studied their way of announcing. She picked up the cadence they wanted. She turned the cadence that they wanted into something that she did uniquely. She over-exaggerated it. The people that like their announcers liked what she did, and she became popular. That's it. Okay, she's also putting herself out there a lot on social media. I don't know if you've ever noticed some of her posts. People like those too. I think that plays into people liking her more. It's a whole package.
Excuse me. Branding yourself is wrong?
No, I'm saying this is the package. It's not just her announcing. I think people like the package.
Okay.
That's the whole thing. It's
Are you saying something?
A piece of it.
Are you annoyed that she's putting herself out there?
Absolutely not. No.
Okay, because I was going to say.
No, because I'm saying she's not that good of an announcer. So they're taking the rest of the package with it. Goodbye. Go to AEW. Ew. Enjoy your time there. It'll be a great. You'll enjoy the crowds that are there. It's not going to be the same people making you cry when Cody Rhodes wins the belt. It's not going to be the same thing. Enjoy. Go ahead. You're going to be with your husband, which is I implore you to go be with your husband. Go do that. It's not going to be the same. But the people, the sentiment, she's the greatest of all time. Please.
Would you say Howard Finkel?
I'd have to sit there and make a list.
Mm-hmm. But Samantha,
I mean, it's easy for me to say Finkel is my personal favorite of all time. Yeah. Is he the best of all time? Probably not. No, there's probably better than the Fink. He just had a style that I like a lot, but it's probably not the best.
Interesting.
There's definitely a lot out there that were better. She's not the best. She's not even close.
Mm-hmm. You're
just my opinion.
Such a hater.
Just my opinion.
Well, you're allowed your opinion. Everybody's allowed their opinions. Now we're recording this on a Monday, which tonight is Monday Night Raw, and coincidentally, Lillian Garcia is at Monday Night Raw.
Oh,
so speculation: will she be doing some of the ring announcing this evening?
Interesting.
Will she be seen on camera? Is she there to, negotiate some kind of a deal? Is she just visiting? No one knows. Hasn't been said yet, but it's such a coincidence that one person says they're departing and another person arrives. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens with that. But interesting stuff, I think anyway. But it is hard when a married couple, work for two different companies. It's
right.
There's a lot going on there. So if she does work for AEW, that's great. If she pursues something else, cool. Maybe she wants to be a mom. Who knows? But I wish her the best. I think she's a very talented ring announcer. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah, the Lillian Garcia move is interesting. Lillian, obviously, a lot of people consider her the voice of the Attitude Era for a lot of moments. Post Tony Chimmel did a lot of announcing in the Attitude Era, but she followed Chimmel. She did a great job, in that Ruthless Aggression era as well. She had a lot of misfortune at the beginning. Wasn't very good. She had to get better. But she's now somebody that we look back and go, oh, we remember her because of this and because of the nostalgia that will be very welcomed, I think.
I
Especially
remember her falling.
Yeah, that was a big one. She got knocked off by Charlie Haas.
Yeah, I remember her fall. And didn't she fall down the ramp once too? Walking down the ramp or something?
Might have been. She used to mess up people's names.
That's the worst.
She would get
Falling
them
in public?
confused. Oh yeah, that's terrible. But can you imagine, messing up the names of the guys you're announcing on live TV, and then there would be reports that she'd be getting chewed out in the back because she fucked up the guys' names.
Absolutely horrible. Well, who knows? We'll see what happens. If she comes back again, maybe she's just visiting. But I wish them both well. So that was the breaking news story. But this story came out and you were not able to record with me when it did. So we're talking about it now.
No.
Janelle Grant is back in the news. She submits a new filing in the Vince McMahon lawsuit. So this filing, she requests access for her medical records. And then they mentioned this doctor, Dr. Carlone Cochler. Is that how you say it?
It looks like Carlin
Cochler. Yeah.
Cochler.
I'm going to call him CC. Dr. CC.
Yeah, Dr. CC. Hey, how you doing?
So this kind of, I don't understand this at all. Okay. It says they filed this, they submitted a filing against a physician that they claimed medicated her against her will and a physical therapist who participated in the sexual abuse with the former WWE chairman, Vince McMahon. Okay. So apparently this Dr. CC, he treats the WWE talent and employees. So he's well known in the company. And he also has a clinic called Peak Wellness. Okay. I guess Vince sent Janelle to the clinic. And it says that Janelle was sexually abused by a yet unnamed physical therapist. It says that Dr. CC repeatedly medicated Miss Grant with unknown substances, including intravenously.
Ooh.
So now, let me just say something. I don't know how many times this happened, but if something weird happens one time at a doctor's office, my ass is not going back there for a second time. Was Vince forcing her to continue to see this doctor? Like, I guess the pressure was on for her to constantly go see this doctor. But how many times did this doctor drug her?
Right.
I guess if they were to release the medical records, it would have to say all of the visits, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, okay, so it says Miss Grant's attorneys have requested the following information from Peak Wellness. It says the electronic medical records, including all associated metadata, the record keeping and billing procedures, payment records related to Miss Grant, the payment arrangements with Mr. McMahon and or WWE, the purpose of Miss Grant's prescribed treatments, the substance of Miss Grant's prescribed treatments, and then any communication between the doctor and Vince related to Janelle, and also the doctor's involvement in recommending Miss Grant's attorney for the negotiation of the non-disclosure agreement. So that's a lot of stuff right there.
That's a lot.
And they also filed a bill of discovery against the doctor and Peak Wellness, requesting access to their full electronic medical and billing records, and then the communication between Vince and the doctor. It says after the filing, Vince and the doctor filed separate motions in attempt to block that filing. And Mr. McMahon's request was denied by the United States District Court for the District of Connecticut on August 6, 2024. It also says that Dr. Kolker withdrew his defamation complaint against Ms. Grant in September. So I don't, and this is just coming out now. Vince is still denying all the allegations. Johnny Ace denied all wrongdoing, blah, blah, blah. So it also says this is a developing story. So, her going to see this doctor and the doctor giving her all these drugs intravenously, God knows what he prescribed to her. She admit that she was taking pills and because she was clinically depressed. And
yeah.
So I don't know if this is the man who was giving her or if there was another doctor involved. Like, this is so confusing. There are so many different people. And now there's another person who supposedly, allegedly, sexually harassed her or molested her or whatever.
And the physical therapist was the one who was in the filings where him and Vince were the gruesome twosome, if you will, with the I don't know if you want me to paint the picture, but if we were to paint it, it would be painted with a brown paintbrush, if you know what I'm saying.
It's what we talked about at the beginning of the hour. That was
exactly. Oh my God, this is the shit hour. This episode.
That's terrible. I mean, the more that comes out, this poor woman is being used and abused by how many men here? It's really unbelievable.
It's crazy. Everything. It's like she was this, literally placed person to person to person, like this thing. Just placing.
She was a rag doll. She was getting passed around. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. But I mean, do you keep going because you're so scared? Like, I don't understand. Like, one time, I told you, first of all, that first meeting with Vince when he touched her leg, kind of weird. I would have ran out the door. I would have been like, see you later. It's not worth it.
Wasn't he in his underwear?
Probably. I can't remember if that was
that the second one.
Or did he come out in a robe or something?
Something. It was either the first or the second one where he was in his shirt and just his underwear. It's like, all right.
I would have been so out of there. Like, first of all, it's so shady to have to go to somebody's house. You know what I mean? Or somebody's apartment or whatever it is. Like, meet in a social setting. It's just...
Well, they were in their apartment complex or whatever, the high rise.
It screams perversion to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, anybody want to see my mustache?
I'm telling you, the first time I met Todd Gordon, my dad came with me. He waited in the car, but still, I had a getaway car ready for me if I needed it. And thank God I love Todd. He didn't try anything inappropriate, but still, it's just, it's like something happens weird. Why do you keep on going back?
Yeah. Well, we'll find out one day. Yeah, it'll all come out.
I guess so, but it's such a disturbing story. And everything just keeps getting piled on. It's just weird. And in connection with this, I mentioned Johnny Ace. The Bella's mother is getting divorced. Kathy. They're getting a divorce now. So I guess she had enough of him. And bye-bye, dynamic dude. See you later.
Not so dynamic now without your skateboard, are you?
Her.
Oh, of course.
No,
my God. I'm sure I'm going to go out on a limb and say it wasn't the first time. Just going to go out on a limb and say
I don't know. I just, oh God, how sad. And what's worse, the whole public. Everybody knows. Nothing's private anymore. Everybody knows. You know what I mean? I know you're in the public eye, but still, nothing is sacred. Good Lord. Look at this.
Maybe they're going to bring a little extra boom.
What a tangled web they wove for themselves. It's just
yeah.
sad. It's sick. It's sad. Oh my God, it's just way too much. Way too much. What are we going to hear next? Like, I'm scared to even like go on social media. All these crazy stories that are coming out. I don't know. So that was that.
Kind of reminded me with that doctor, like Dr. Zaharian, the steroid scandal. It's like all of a sudden now this random doctor just popped into this whole thing with Vince and Janelle and the physical therapist. Now this other doctor is now thrown into this, Dr. Kolkler.
Yeah, like there's a lot of doctors. There's a lot of people involved in this thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, how many men did she come in contact with?
I can't speculate.
I can't. I don't know either. I don't
could go
know.
down a different road with that answer, but I'm going to stay
maybe we
narrow.
Maybe we just wait to see what the next thing that's going to be released is. One more story. We're speeding through these things today. Two WWE legends, alumni. One's a Hall of Famer, right? The other one's not yet. Probably will be. But they've given their endorsements, and the internet is in a frenzy.
Yes, they have.
Yes. So Batista gives his endorsement to Kamala Harris, while The Undertaker endorsed Donald Trump. And let the headbutting begin. Everybody's fighting. Wow. Everybody's going crazy, and no one's allowed an opinion anymore. So there you go. There you go. And yeah, it was. I didn't see Batista. I don't know if he just tweeted it or if he did a video, but I did see the video. There we go. I did see the video with Taker and Trump because they're walking down the hall together. There you go. Wow. Hi. I did see that Trump was doing 6 Feet Under with Mark Calloway. And then I saw the endorsement, and he did a little video with Kane. And the comments were kind of like, I don't know if they were 50-50, but the thing that I'm going to say, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. And this goes for both The Undertaker and Batista, right? It does not change their work that they've done.
Bingo.
Okay. If whatever you believe in, if you're a Republican or if you're a Democrat, it should not change the way you look at somebody as a performer. Just because you don't agree with their political party, all of a sudden you hate the guy and you're not going to follow him anymore. Or you're not going to, show him the respect that he deserves and blah, blah, blah. I thought more of him, this, that. And come on. There's still two great performers. I'm going to say it. You have to take that aside and just look at their work and respect them for what they've done for the business. You're a fan of wrestling. You can't just start to hate somebody because they don't agree with your political views. And I said it again. And I will say that until I die, because it's the truth. Just because somebody doesn't agree with you doesn't mean that they're all of a sudden a shitty worker. No, that's not what it meant, because 5 minutes ago, before he said who he liked, y'all were in love with him.
Yep.
And now everybody changes their mind about both these guys. So, man, just keep an open mind and vote for who you want to vote for, and let others vote for who they want to vote for. I can't wait till November 6th when this is all over and everybody can get back to doing what they want to do. But I
what
tell you
about?
what, on November 5th, I will be sitting in front of that TV with a red marker and a blue marker, coloring in my little map, because that's what I do every 4 years, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, but you know what I'm saying? Do you
Oh,
agree?
absolutely. I completely do.
mean,
But Jim Cornette, though, says that The Undertaker and Kane have ruined their reputations by endorsing Donald Trump.
Jim Cornette can say what he wants to say. Not everybody agrees with that statement. Just like not everybody agrees with The Undertaker. You know what I mean? Like, some people think The Undertaker's cool for endorsing Trump. Some people say that Kamala's cool, or Batista's cool for endorsing Kamala. Or Kamala. How do you say her name? Kamala, right?
Kamala.
It's who you like. Cornette's a Democrat. Of course he's
Kamala was
that.
this guy. That was Kamala.
Yes. But you know, Cornette is a very outspoken left-wing Democrat.
Right.
So of course he's going to say something like that. Now, Jim Cornette was fabulous at ringside. But if you're a Republican, are you going to hate him and say he was a shitty worker? If you do, that's a horrible thing to say, because we all know he's not a shitty worker. Just don't agree with the politics. I just wish everybody would just like look at the person for what they contributed to the sport that we all love. And that's that. I'm tired of this. I'm so tired of people fighting over nonsense, because it's so stupid. It really is.
Yeah.
It's really dumb. It's really dumb.
Interesting, though, is not the first time Undertaker's trended this week. Undertaker trended this week because of me.
No, it wasn't because of you. It was because of RJ.
Oh, but I was in the clip, so it was because of me.
Well, I was in the clip too, but I'm not taking credit for it.
Oh, that's right. You were there too. But I mean, I was in the clip, so
Are you shitting me right now?
Undertaker trended because of me, right?
No, he did not. He trended because of RJ. And if you haven't,
I smiled and laughed a few times.
If you haven't watched or listened to that, please go back and listen to RJ's interview, because you know, I love RJ. He's a friend of mine, but he had a different swagger this time around.
He did.
He really did. Yeah. He's getting a little too big for his britches. Maybe. Has AEW gone to his head, you think?
You know, I can't say he's wrong with what he said. No, but
I love
just
RJ.
to make a point about what he said. What he said wasn't wrong.
Well,
and about Toni Storm and the way she portrays her character possibly being the best portrayed character since The Undertaker. Period. That's where the period goes. Then whatever he said next was
what he said next.
Opinions expressed here are that of RJ City.
What he said next.
But what he said about Toni Storm, that's it.
Yeah, what he said after that got him into some hot water. And he was trending. It was all every site picked that up and didn't say the right name of the podcast, put the wrong link up to listen to. I was like, can anything else go wrong here? Can they not even put us over the right way? You know what I mean? Like, if you're I said this before, if you're going to follow something up and retweet something or post, information, at least promote it. Put the right name of the podcast, put the right link. It was ridiculous. They were calling it the Queen's Podcast. That's not what this is called. Eyes Up Here with Francine, not the Queen's Podcast.
Starring Freddie Mercury.
So annoying. I was so annoyed. Every time you sent me something, it would piss me off even more. I was like, what is happening?
And then they would get it right, but they wouldn't link it correctly.
Yeah, there was no link. You couldn't watch it. There was a still picture with the play button that you couldn't push. So great.
Incredible. But again, what he said, I didn't hate what he said about Toni Storm, because we've talked about Toni Storm since that character debuted, and we talked about how much we liked it.
No, but he shit on The Undertaker.
But then when he went after The Undertaker, but again, you got to realize, again, listeners here, I'm talking to you, not Francine. This is somebody who is on the other side of the people coming up through the business. Okay. So the Undertaker, with whom I adore, and I think he's one of the greatest, and I like parts of his podcast, not all of it. You know, there's some of it where I got to tune out. Could be little. Don't tell him I said this. Boring. But not going to, I didn't say that. But here's the thing. He represents something that now this new guard wants to kind of wipe clean. So that's RJ's opinion. And I think what he said was fine, but that's the attitude that they got coming up. So he said it in the way they say it. I got no problem with how he did it, but man, he knows how to turn that dial up.
Look, I love RJ. I tell you, we've become friends, you know, over the years. I think he's a brilliant performer. I've seen him wrestle. He's a great talker. He's funny as hell. But I knew he was going to get in hot water. I just didn't realize how hot the water was going to be. And we were texting and I was like, dude, you're trending and not for a good reason. Either.
I did not see it going the trending route. I got to be honest with you.
Oh man,
I thought maybe getting picked up someplace, not the trending route.
Yeah,
I did not see it going the trending route.
I was like, well, there you go, kid. Thanks a lot.
And I was out of it. I don't know. What was that, Friday or Saturday when it was trending?
I don't know.
Whenever it was, I got to it late, and I don't know. Somebody sent me the article, and that he was trending. I was like,
did. It was me.
I got it from you and somebody else. I got it from a couple spots, and I don't remember who I saw first.
Okay.
So I didn't know the context of what was trending. I didn't get it. So I saw it. I'm like, oh, it's the article got picked up. Interesting. And then I looked at the trending. I'm like, oh, RJ City's trending. I wonder why. And I clicked it, and it's like the thing is just being shared. Not 992,000 reach. Twitter posts. I was like, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Our video should have 100,000 views on it. Mm-hmm. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it over at ECWD for Francine ! And it's a good one. And RJ has opinions, just like we all do, But and if you haven't listened to him on here, obviously go click the link. That was up. It's a week, right? Yeah.
It was last Tuesday's episode.
So yeah, go back and listen. And I don't know. These kids today, I don't know what they're thinking. Crazy. They got
balls. They got balls. Have you seen me sharing throughout the week this AJ and Big Justice? Have you seen me sharing anything about them?
No, who are they?
Okay, so
is it baseball?
They're going to pop up. No, they're going to pop up in AEW soon.
Oh.
Doing some sort of angle with QT Marshall. They're from Jersey. They did some kind of viral thing, but they put out these videos on social media that are so bad that I don't know if they're supposed to be so bad that they're good, or we're supposed to be laughing at them, not with them. I don't know what to think of them, but AEW's bringing them in for like an angle because the guy, I don't know if the guy was like an indie wrestler. He's kind of built, and like the kids are like, very Italian, like I don't want to use derogatory Italian words that only people from, the Northeast will get, but it's very weird. So you haven't seen it. I don't want to go into the whole thing, but check out the videos I've been sharing on my Twitter. But these guys are going to be in AEW. That's the thing I'm trying to get to. It's so weird that they're going to be on AEW. I don't know if it's going to be those dark matches or pay-per-view pre-shows.
Play one real quick.
Play one. All right. Oh man, you sure you want me to do this?
A short one.
They're only a minute. A minute.
Just play one so our audience can hear it.
All right. Yeah. Oh my God, this is so bad.
Are they like Guidos?
Oh, they are.
Okay.
Itching of it. AJ and Big Justice, and they sing these songs, right? Here's the family right here. Okay, see this little family here? They were at a Nick game. They get invited to all these different media events.
Are they vloggers?
They do videos and stuff, and they do these just look.
Oh, like TikToks and stuff.
Yeah, look how bad this is.
Do they
How
always
bad is that?
wait? Do they always sing and dance?
They
Is that
do
their
these.
gimmick?
They do other videos. They go to like Costco and do like these
And
skits
bring the
at
boom.
Costco and stuff.
They bring the
But
boom
their
to
thing is
Costco.
they bring the boom. But this guy did something at a wrestling event. And here, let me show you here. Here's the wrestling clip. Let me play this for you.
He brings the boom.
He brings the boom to you. Here, look, he came in and he cost QT Marshall a match, and they're bringing this angle to AEW. Here, watch here. Check this out.
He brought the boom. Yeah, buddy. Well, everybody's booming in the audience, right?
But oh my God, those videos are so bad. So every time I see it, I just share it. I go, I don't know if this is supposed to be funny, if it's supposed to be bad, if we're supposed to laugh at it, if we're supposed to laugh with them. I don't understand it.
Let's get him on the show.
I'm gonna be off that day.
I'll say, can you bring the boom to Eyes Up Here? Because I really need it.
We could probably, I'll go through the AEW marketing people and see.
Did he sign with AEW? Is that?
They're doing some sort of multiple show deal with AEW.
Wow, good for him.
They're so bad. Oh my God, I hate them so much. They're so bad.
Oh my God, that's great.
This stupid thing. Look, they're doing this stupid thing. They're punching, and then they're doing the kick. And they're kicking and they're punching and they're doing.
It looks like an old 80s workout video. Like, the 80s is like, let's get physical. The moves, just very slow and methodical.
Right, and minus the talent.
But they're bringing the boom, so I kind of like it.
Minus the talent, but all the cheese. So there you go.
Listen, you're a hater. Anybody who excels at something and does well and gets accolades, you hate on them.
Excuse me, I was trending last week, so
you weren't trending. You had no part in the trending. You hardly talked the whole episode. You sat there.
My work was trending.
No, your
work was trending.
Your work was not trending. You didn't say anything.
I don't like to interrupt. I don't like to interrupt the conversation.
Listen, you weren't trending.
I'm looking at these idiots dancing now on my screen. Get off my screen.
Bring the boom. I'm going to do that too.
Now I got Donald Trump waving at me at McDonald's. Shut this down.
Unbelievable. Well, again, don't hate, appreciate. Get off your ass and do something. Pick up that gimpy ankle of yours and go do something for yourself, and maybe you'll get noticed somewhere.
How about that? I do something. Trust me.
You better do something because you ain't doing it here.
I'm doing something
somewhere.
I'll do something. You'll know about it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm waiting for it.
You will.
Let me know. So I don't think you have anything going on that you want to promote because you ain't bringing the boom anywhere. You got no boom.
I will actually be bringing the boom this Saturday, October 26th.
You do have a boom.
In Virginia Beach, Virginia, with 757 Sports Cards. This ginormous show. I will be there with one franchise, Shane Douglas. He will be signing from 10:30 to 12:30, and it's at the beautiful Virginia Beach Fieldhouse. You could go to 757 Card Shows on X. They're also on Instagram. They're on Facebook. They're everywhere on social media. But yeah, please come check it out. Also, former 86 World Series champion New York Met Howard Johnson will be there, and a bunch of old Redskins, and a lot of great talent.
All right.
So head on down. Franchise Shane Douglas.
Good luck with that. I'm going to promote my stuff. I got Duran on Saturday. I'm super excited. I might be in their next video, so keep a lookout for that. November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, I will be at Rhode Island Comic Con. Check their website. I don't know what the times are, but I'll be there for all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Also, November 9th, I will be at the big event in Brentwood, New York with Sandman and Todd Gordon. And I'll also be at WrestleCade for WrestleCade weekend, Friday and Saturday, with the franchise Shane Douglas. And Chad will be there as well. But now I'm requesting a table away from him because he does not bring the boom. So I need people who bring the boom. I'm going to ask that guy. Maybe him and his family can sign next to me.
Maybe they will.
Maybe they will. I think he's a talented young gentleman.
I hope he booms something. I don't know.
I hope he gets a big multi-million-dollar contract.
I hope everybody does.
Right up your ass.
I don't want anybody to not make money. Make all the money you can while you can. I just can criticize all your shit in the process.
The worst.
Make the money. Go make that money. Dollar bill, y'all.
Across the board on social media, you can follow me at ECW Diva Francine. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're staying healthy. And most of all, I hope you're staying extreme.